We are talking, of course, of Jamie Baker, J.P. Morgan senior analyst tracking those airlines. We've seen him on this show before. He's given us his call. Jamie, thank you very much for joining us yet again. So Phil LeBeau laid out a number of moving parts, including traffic numbers and debt levels. When it comes to your constructiveness on certain parts of the airline industry, what exactly is the main motivating factor for why you think this has still got room to fly?
Sure. We think that we can comfortably rule out the potential that COVID's aftermath presents any long-term structural impairment to the industry. We think we can rule that scenario out. The debate that we're having, and that we suggest investors have, is whether COVID's aftermath simply represents a return to normalcy or possibly even a return or an escalation of margins. Could the COVID aftermath prove to be a positive for the industry? We think there is that potential, and that's one, of the driving factors behind the, ratings changes that we made this week.
So take us through the JetBlue thesis. The JetBlue and Spirit, they were sells before, and now they're buys. We just skipped neutral. Why exactly those two airlines, and what are the big factors that are driving those particular buy ratings?
Well, it's what you and Phil already touched upon. It's the resilience of demand recovery among consumers. And ultimately, that's going to lead to, sort of a corporate reopening trade. But these are airlines that carry very little corporate travel. They're not dependent on international borders reopening. All right. And, we get to see the TSA data, as does everybody. We also have access to Chase credit card spend. So we get to see what's coming out of people's wallets and being plunked down for, leisure travel this summer. And all of those data points are very, very encouraging.
Now, it's not all positive. Not all airlines are going to participate as equally. We've talked about capital structures. Are there airlines within your coverage universe that you think are due for underperformance, given the performance we've seen over the last several months?
No, we're not looking for material downside unless something really goes sideways, with COVID or vaccinations and what have you. The group has rallied, pretty constructively. I think that the domestic reopening trade has probably come close to running its course. The next trade is going to be the corporate reopening and the international reopening. And, we think that's one reason we have an overweight rating on Delta. We think that stock, that company is particularly well positioned to take advantage of the next reopening legs that have yet to begin.
All right. J.P. Morgan's Jamie Baker with the airline call. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend, sir.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.